So this week, DJ referenced it, but La Vega gets a tough Wimberley team. Um, the Texans have scored 60 or more points in three of their four playoff games. So, will this be the toughest test yet, do you think, for that La Vega defense?
Probably. We might be looking at on Friday night one of those barn burner football games that both teams have answers for the other teams. One thing I was thinking about this morning that I wanted to bring up, La Vega's schedule, obviously they scheduled a big boy schedule, right? And when you think about it, the number of teams that they have played this year that were still playing
Hmm.
Thanksgiving weekend. Salina is still playing. West Orange Stark didn't play Thanksgiving weekend because La Vega took them out. Stephenville was playing this last week. Got beat by Amarillo West Plains, which was actually the first time I've ever heard of Amarillo West Plains.
Yeah.
So, congrats to the Wolves for making a statement on the stage. Gatesville was still playing Thanksgiving weekend, and then obviously they beat Sealy and Silsby, who were playing. So that's a lot of teams on your schedule that were still playing Thanksgiving weekend. I think that's what 5, 6, 7 games against teams like that. So that's who they've been playing all year, and it may well be. I haven't done that comparison with Wimberley, and they may be in the same boat, but I think La Vega is battle tested, and I think it's going to be a big factor on Friday.
DJ?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's you know, com like I said, this is going to be their toughest challenge, but it's not that they can't beat them, right? I mean, I'm looking at Wimberley's schedule right now. They played Canyon Lake, Fredericksburg. They have losses to LBJ, Austin, and Lampasas, um, Navarro, Salado, Smithville,
Doesn't
who,
sound like their schedule's
yeah.
quite as tough
No,
as
I don't think they've played the same caliber teams that La Vega has played. That's for sure. Um, I mean, last week they beat Sinton by 3 points,
Mhm.
right? So, I feel like yeah, it's gonna be a tough game, but it's a winnable game for La Vega. For me, it all comes down to Wimberley's quarterback. If you can stop Wimberley's quarterback, you're golden. And like I mentioned in my rewind the other day, this is probably the best quarterback they're going to face since Cash McCollum, and that's saying something because that's Cash McCollum's former school. Um, and I think this kid's name is Cody Stowmont or something. So I had to go look up how to spell this name, whatever. But he's a 3-year starter, dual threat, leads them in both rushing and passing.
Mm.
If they can stop this kid, then I mean, not that they don't have good running backs, good receivers around him, but I feel like they're gonna have a lot of QB runs, right? They're gonna go in for a lot of QB draws, and that's where I think La Vegas defense with Warren Richardson and Broderick Scott and Kane Rowland is really going to shine if they can stop this kid from, going on those lengthy, gritty runs that he's used to going on. But I feel like La Vega's had definitely tougher games on their schedule.
So,
Now,
go ahead,
you
Chip.
know, you do this long enough, and you just go on as a sports obsessed person long enough, and you can kind of read the tea leaves on just the schedule results. And here's what I'm seeing from the tea leaves on Wimberley, right? They lose to Lampasas on September 20th. And then starting September 27th, right? They score 47 points, 59 points, 41 points, 59 points, 56 points, 44 points, 69 points, 62 points, 69 points, you know? And I feel like they probably figured something out with how they want to play and what they want to do on offense at the end of September, and have been a different team since.
Sure. Here's the point I will make. So
Mm-hmm.
we talk a lot about Don Hyde's um, Rod ate a lot like exterior, sort of his gruffness and how demanding he is and how unsatisfied he is and wants to challenge his team and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that dude also, I think, really loves and knows ball.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like So DJ and I were in the press box for the University China Spring game earlier this year, and Don Hyde was up there. And DJ, you'll remember this, but he's sitting there breaking down the game the whole time, and he's like, "Ah, London Smith is open. Why are they not, And like like he can't turn that. And a lot of coaches are like that, but he can't turn that little part of his brain off. I think where when there's football, he's he's diagramming, he's figuring stuff
Mhm.
out, and I think they've got some good coaches over at La Vega, and so I don't think they're going to necessarily get out schemed or anything like that by Wimberley. So it'll be a very very interesting matchup. That one's down in Georgetown on Friday night.